YouTube, what is going on? Crowder here, and if you do not know who I am the head coach of Atlanta FaZe. I'm a former world champion Call of Duty player. I got Dark Matter in about 40 hours because we play way too much Call of Duty, and now I'm hopping on the Nebula grind, and it's a little bit late, but I found some really good tips on how to get critical kills in zombies without kind of doing a God mode glitch or any super cheese. I've been doing it live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Crowder every single morning, and a lot of people have been asking for this guide, so I am going to give you a run through of how I get my critical kills for zombies, so you have the easiest kind of just grind towards this Nebula camo. This one is a lot more annoying than Dark Matter, and I am going to explain all my thoughts also while doing this to you guys. Make sure you drop any comments down below if you have cooler tips or tricks or I missed anything, and of course help each other out down there in those comments below. We are building the best community right now on YouTube for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We're gonna be using the Tsarkov 762. I probably said that wrong. You guys can roast me, of course, but we are going to show you that I have right now 566 critical hit kills. Now, I will say this gun is a single fire gun. It doesn't have a large magazine, so it is a little bit tougher than your LMGs and your SMGs and your assault rifles. We got most of those done, so I can't really do that for a video right now. But I'm going to be using this gun so we make some progress while I'm doing this tutorial, and I'm going to explain to you kind of what I put on my class, and then we're going to obviously get into the game. So starting off in zombies, the number one thing you want to do for your loadouts is you want to have a suppressor on your loadouts. You get more salvage, which is going to help you upgrade your gun's rarity. So make sure you have a suppressor on every single one of your loadouts. And then other than that, it really doesn't matter what you put on your gun, at least in my opinion. If you guys have other thoughts, again, comments below. But the extended mag 2 is going to be the other most important attachment on your loadout. And the reason why is when you obviously pack-a-punch your gun, the bigger the magazine size that you have, the more the pack-a-punch will actually help you. So now I'm going to have 30 bullets to start here. So I'll be pack-a-punching up to around 60 if I'm not mistaken. So either way, make sure you have the largest extended mag on, your suppressor, any red dot of your choice. I just like keeping it with my favorite one, which is the Kepler Microflex. And then after that, the only other thing that I really kind of prioritize is actually two things. I like the quick draw grip just to be really snappy, especially when we get Deadshot Daiquiri. You'll see what I'm talking about. And then I like to use for the underbarrels anything that gives me aiming idle sway. So either the precision handguard or the lightweight handguard. It doesn't really matter for that. Of course, we're frying zombies right now. It's nothing too crazy. Now, on single shot weapons, I would recommend using rapid fire, but my gun is not a high enough level because I got Dark Matter too fast. So we don't have rapid fire unlocked yet. If I did have rapid fire unlocked on single shot weapons, I would use rapid fire. On like SMGs and assault rifles, I wouldn't because I feel like that would burn through too much ammo. So you kind of have to find the balance of both. But for this one, I would use rapid fire if I had it unlocked, but I do not. And if I was using a burst weapon as well, like the SWAT, which I already did on stream, I would be using rapid fire as well. So that's going to be the loadout strategy that we're going in here for the critical kills. And then moving over towards the melee, I just have my knife, and we're going to kind of explain that in a second. It's nothing too crazy. And make sure for your field upgrade that you have the Shroud field upgrade right here. What it's going to do is it's going to phase into Dark Aether and become temporarily hidden from enemy detection. So basically, if you get into a really bad situation, this one saves you every single time. And this is going to come in handy, I think, down the road for some other challenges, but we're not even there yet in the grind. But of course, when we get there, we'll find you the strategies and all the nerdy stuff. And then other than that, I have the lethal, which I am going to keep as a frag grenade. And this is going to be very important. So make sure you have a frag grenade on. And then the tactical, you can kind of use whatever you want. I think decoys are the best just for the zombie killing portion of, you know, what we're doing in farming zombies. And then for the Gobblegums, what I like to do, if you have a perkaholic Gobblegum, use it. I haven't got a perkaholic, and I have been grinding the double Gobblegum weekend and still not getting any luck. So I just have hidden power on for that. And then outside of that, what I really like to do is just have anything that's 2 times points, so for the money and just getting money faster. Insta kills are really good, and then max ammo power-ups are good as well. Now I like to have this wall power one there too, just in case I end up finishing a gun and getting it gold while I'm at like round 20 and I still have like 10 or 15 more rounds that I can really farm, and that's where you get a lot of the zombie kills. It's nice to be able to get a gun off the wall that's already pack-a-punched and then kind of go from there. So that's why I have that on. That's kind of more of like an emergency, like, yo, I don't really want to end this game yet because I have so many zombies to kill. So I'm just going to start a random gun off the wall, like a pistol or a sniper or something like that. So that's where we're at right there. That's going to be our setup for our loadout. And now let's move on to one other thing before we get into the game. And that is going to be augments. So you're going to scroll over to the augment section right here, and you're going to go to research. If you guys don't know what these are, they're actually really helpful, and you can kind of take a look of what I'm talking about. I'm going to move my camera here. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to research augments, and you're going to see what you've researched, and make sure you obviously start researching some of these if you have not. So it's basically just upgrades to your ammo mods, your field upgrades, and your Perca-Colas. So right now, the biggest ones for me, at least personally, personally are the Perca-Colas, and what I've kind of gotten done first is Juggernog, Stamina Up, Speed Cola, and Deadshot Daiquiri. Those are my big 4 perks right there. Quick Revive is probably the 5th one. You can do Flopper, Melee, Elemental Pop. I don't recommend. Well, you can eventually do it if you get there, but this one actually kind of messes up your grind, so I wouldn't even get this perk. You can see that some of these are pretty cool. The Deadshot Daiquiri, you actually increase damage to armor pieces. You can do increasing critical damage. You can do deal double critical damage if an enemy is actually at full health, and then reducing hip fire spread. There's just so many different things that happen for all of these. So I researched all of these so far. And then if you go to equip augments, what you want to do is actually go to the perk that you want to upgrade. And when you unlock any of those augments, you can actually equip and, you know, mix and match what you want to do. You get 1 blue and 1 gold. And as you can see right here, this is kind of what I'm going with. I'm going with the probiotic, which is slightly increases maximum health, which I just think is really, you know, it kind of saves you sometimes. And then the durable plates is slightly increasing armor durability. So for the Juggernog, it just makes it a little bit better when it comes to, you know, having more health and kind of getting away with some of the stuff where if you're trying to chain zombies and you're taking a lot of damage, you're good. And then you can kind of just copy and paste what I'm using from here. It's nothing too crazy. I use Stalker and Hotfoot for my stamina up, Speed Cola, Classic Formula, and Quick Swap. And then Deadshot Daiquiri, we are rocking Dead First and Dead Draw. So that's what we're rocking on our augments. Now let's get into the fun part. All right, so now that we are in a game, we were playing the Liberty Falls maps, and just really quick, I'm going to try and break this down into a step-by-step process, but at the same time, this is also just going to be a organic run-through of me doing the exact strategy while we're doing this. So you're going to kind of see it happen in live time too. So make sure you lock in through all the rounds. I will do my best to break this down by a step-by-step process, but every kind of round is important in its own way, and for this first round, we're going to be using the knife, and the reason why is that I'm passively going for knife kills right now, so that by the time I actually get to the melees left, and that's all I really have to do, they're already like at least halfway done. So we're going to start here, and step number 1 when you load in is you're going to look to the right, you're going to see this thing over here, you're going to go to it, and you're going to click activate, which is going to be the Rampage Inducer. So now when that Rampage Inducer activates, all that does is it makes the zombies go faster and run faster, and it just speeds everything up, so you can kind of speed run this if you get the hang of it. So quick disclaimer, you do not need to do this. This is just the most efficient way. So if you want to try this method without the Rampage Inducer, you can obviously try it without it, and then if you kind of feel like you got your hang of it, you can obviously do the next round and the rounds after that with it. So that's just what I do to kind of speed run this as fast as possible, because we're going for the most efficient critical kills. But yeah, what we're going to do after that is hop down over here. We're going to take our knife out. We're going to hit our Gobblegum machine first. See what Gobblegum we can go here. And then kill these zombies. See how you can get 1 hit. If you knife the bottom left of this vending machine, I got a bag of chips there, but sometimes you'll get salvage, sometimes a wrench, sometimes other good stuff, and you can kind of go from that. I forgot about my Gobblegum, so I didn't get a Gobblegum there, but you're supposed to get your Gobblegum there too as well. And then after you get your Gobblegum and you hit that vending machine, you run up these stairs. And if you run up the stairs and you run to the left of the balcony, zombies will fly out of the door. I have now just spawned even more zombies for me to use my knife and obviously get 1-hit kills and do what I need to do. So that's going to be step 1 for round 1. Of course, you don't need to use your knife. I'm just passively doing it for the strategy of just kind of getting 2 birds in 1 stone. You're going to get around like 40 zombie kills with your knife per game if you do it this way. If you don't want to do it this way, you can obviously just speed run and kill all these zombies and headshot them. I can pull out my shot and kind of go from there. And just like that, you can see I'm at 100 kills with this knife already. And I just started doing this today. So I'm going to get some of these kills. I'm going to run away. I'm going to see an insta-kill. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kill this zombie. I'm going to kill that zombie. I'm going to let this insta-kill kind of go while all these zombies kind of pile up. And then eventually I'm going to pick this insta-kill up when these zombies get closer to me. So I have the absolute maximum efficiency with this insta-kill. I now have insta-kill, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Run around and use my melee to get these kills as fast as I can, so I can get some of my knife challenges done. And now that we're entering round 3, the strategy doesn't really change too much. I'm going to keep using this melee basically until it starts 2-hitting my zombies, because once it starts 2-hitting my zombies, that's kind of like the hey, it's this strategy is not working anymore. It's time to start using the real weapon, and that's kind of when we get into the real fun part of the critical kills. So keep killing these zombies, and always make sure you're looting all the salvage when you get these zombies kills. Every single piece of salvage is going to be important. So I'm going to run around, make sure I didn't miss any salvage. All right, now that we're on the round 4, you're going to see that I cannot 1-hit the zombies anymore. So at round 4, we're going to pull out the regular weapon, And we are going to start going for critical kills by just kind of running in circles. And I saw some salvage over there. You got to make sure you pick up all your salvage. So we're going to get all these kills, run in some circles, keep reloading, and just get all these critical headshots right now. I'm going to leave one zombie. We're going to hit it 2 times. We're going to run over here and make sure we get all our salvage. And when we are ready to go, we are going to kill this final zombie for the double points. At the beginning of each round, now that we're on round 5, you can hit the Gobblegum machine. You can go over to this vending machine, and you can hit this again. Now, normally, again, we're 0 for 2 right now, but normally that does give you stuff, I promise you. We got some hidden power. I'm actually going to take that. You don't have to use the hidden power Gobblegum. I would recommend not using it with the method that I've kind of formed here. You don't need this. That's going to be something if you buy a gun off the wall later in the round and you want to get it to gold right away, you can. But if you really want to just use the Gobblegum and speed it up, you can too. I'm not going to do that for the purpose of this tutorial. And you can also use your knife for this first vermin round too. So you can see that the knife also one-hits the vermin during these earlier rounds too. So round 4, you're going to have that 2-hit problem. But once you get to these vermin again, you're going to be able to run around and use your knife one last time before you kind of lock in and only really use your gun for the rest of the game. So I'm going to be using my knife as much as possible to get all these kills so I can passively get this one done. So there you go. That is the final kill. Max ammo. We're going to go over to the gumball machine again and see what we can stack up. Realistically, you want to get 3 Gobblegums before you leave this area of the map. We got wall power. I'm going to pick it up just for now. I'm not going to be doing that. And just like that, I also just got a salvage from that vending machine. So finally, we're successful with the tutorial. Zombies was trying to make me look bad. But now that the knife is not working, I'm going to run in circles and continue chaining these zombies. So let's just keep these guys moving right now. Get our headshots. You can see still your gun is pretty effective in these earlier rounds. So you don't have to kind of tweak out that you're not pack-a-punched or anything super early right now. We have plenty of time. All you really want to do is just stack up your essence and your salvage as much as you can. So definitely picking up that salvage. Definitely picking up that bonus points. And we're going to keep doing what we got to do. Do not get nukes, guys. This is going to kill every zombie on the map for you. So try to avoid nukes at all costs. And now that I'm at round 6, I'm almost at my 3rd Gobblegum. I don't really love the Gobblegums I got here for a tutorial purpose, but we're going to, we're going to run it. I'm going to kill that final zombie. It's going to go to the next round. Gobblegum again. I'm going to crouch. I'm going to beat this down. I'm going to get more salvage from that vending machine. Go back to this. And we got a 2 times points. So this is a Gobblegum that I have a lot of, but you can kind of use these right away if you want, or you can save them. But for the tutorial's purpose, I'm not going to use this one right away. I'm still going to run around the map and chain these zombies and keep doing what I'm doing before we leave this area of the map. So this is all still kind of step 1. Pretty simple, but nothing too crazy. So let's just slay out some zombies here. Come on, zombies. Almost. Almost. All right. We have killed our final zombie of round 7. We're going to make sure we're not missing any loot. We're going to get some salvage. And now we are going to go on to our next thing. So I'm going to go through this area of the map. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut left. I'm going to lay down under that. You get loose change. You come over to this pool table. You shoot the white ball. The ball's going to do that. And you are going to get some S's on the side of there. I'm going to throw the decoy over there just to kind of show you guys what I was talking about. You shoot that, and then you get some essence. Once that essence is there, you're going to open up this doorway right here. I like to run over to the right on this side and open up this bank. And the reason why is going to be probably the most important part of this entire tutorial. This is what you're always going to come back to, is that bank. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to chain the zombies. I'm going to do some like figure 8s like throughout this area, use these cars and all that stuff. And once I get the zombies all over there, you run over to this side and you turn around. It's going to be a straight line for a lot of the zombies to go there. And once you get in trouble, you enter the vault. Now I'm going to pause for a second. Every time you enter that vault, the zombies are going to run away. You have 5 to 6 seconds after you enter that vault. Once you exit that vault, you have 5 to 6 seconds until the zombies will start kind of attacking you again. So you can do that 3 times around unlimitedly. So you can go all the way up to round 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can still do that 3 times a game. And the reason why I did it so early is to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, because that is the most important part of the whole chaining zombies idea once we kind of hit that. After I show you everything on how to get your guns pack-a-punch and stuff, that is it. So focus up on that again. I'm going to do it one more time for the tutorial's sake. We have about 5 seconds here until the zombies start kind of attacking me again. And then after that, I run up here and you have like a kind of like a walk backwards here where you can get some critical kills. And then you kind of do the figure 8 again. You run around in a circle, run back to this, and I'm going to show you it one more time. So you go into the bank, you slide in here, and you start lighting up all the zombies. They kind of like pour in a straight line, which is really, really nice. You get all these headshots. And then once I'm overwhelmed and I have nothing, you know, I don't have speed cola or anything, I'm oh shit, enter the vault, and you're good. They won't touch you. And now as soon as you leave this vault, you have 5 or 6 seconds to get out of there. So I'm going to leave. I have 5 to 6 seconds to get out of there. I'm going to pick up this 2 times points. I'm going to run around to the left, and then I'm going to go back up the street. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to farm me some zombies again while double points is active. So, I'm going to get all these zombies here. I'm going to leave 1 zombie left for this round to show you kind of the rest of the process. So, let's kill some of these zombies really quick. Let's slay them out. All right. We kill all these vermin. Now, I'm going to check the loot again. Make sure that there's salvage on the ground. Got everything that we can. We're going to go check the bank. We only have 1 zombie left. The next kind of couple of steps are going to be really important, so listen up. We got 1,300 salvage. Now, the next part of this whole process is you're going to now run up the stairs here. You're going to lay under this machine, which is the flopper machine. You're going to get loose change. It's going to give you some essence. Then you're going to run up here. You're going to open up this door. You're going to do the same thing over here on the left side. You're going to lay under the melee machine. That's going to give you some essence. And now for the fun part, you're going to get Deadshot Daiquiri at round 8. And yes, at round 8. So you open this up. You're going to go over to this side of the map. There's going to be 2 zombies over here sometimes. They're not here this time. You're going to now buy a sniper rifle. Now, there is going to be something that I show you at the end of how you can get any attachment that you want on these wall guns, if you guys don't know that. So I'm going to show you that at the end of the video, I promise. But for now, we buy our sniper. We have the attachments we want on the sniper. I'm going to run by this zombie. And now we are going to go over to the Deadshot Daiquiri Easter egg. All right, and this is going to be your quick re-record for the Deadshot Daiquiri Easter egg that you can do at any round that you want. I thought there was actually a bug with it where it would only work with snipers. It wasn't working for me with any of my guns when I was trying SMGs and pistols and stuff. But I found out today on stream that you actually can do it with this trick that you don't have to buy the sniper off the wall. So I'm going to show you a few ways on how to do the Deadshot Daiquiri Easter egg that might not fit the flow of this video. But I'm sorry, I wanted to make sure I get the right information for you guys. So you can go over to this area of the map. And you're going to look in here. Now, when you go to your settings and you go to your FOV settings, if you bring your FOV all the way down to 60, you actually can see the cans that you need to shoot with the weapon that you are using. Now, with the marksman rifle, it's a little bit easier that the gun is obviously a single fire weapon. So now, once you have your FOV at 60, you're able to shoot those cans and get Deadshot Daiquiri right away. Now, what I'm going to recommend is, put the FOV back at 105 really quick while I'm talking, is you can use the decoy grenade on the bottom right, which is just going to be your equipment. You can throw a decoy grenade and then obviously try and shoot them. The Shroud Field upgrade is also really nice to use. You can pop that field upgrade and you will be invisible to the zombies, so you can just take your time and shoot those cans. Or obviously you can wait until round 11, which is the first Mangler spawn, and you can just leave the Mangler last alive. And usually it will be very easy to kind of just finesse the Mangler and do that Easter egg, which I'm about to show you. The Deadshot Daiquiri Easter egg, all you do is you come up here, and if you want to do it without the sniper or not using the wall buy of the sniper, you go to your quick settings, you go to FOV, and a quick disclaimer, once again, this is kind of buggy with SMGs and pistols for me. It wasn't working with SMGs and ARs. Sometimes it was, but sometimes it wasn't. But with marksmen and snipers, it almost works every single time. So you bring down your FOV all the way down to 60 if you're not using a sniper scope. And then all you have to do is one of the methods that I showed you, which is going to be use your decoy grenade, use your Shroud Field upgrade, or wait for a Mangler. So right now for this one, we don't have our Shroud upgrade. We have a decoy. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to bring this zombie all the way over here. I'm going to throw the decoy down that way. That guy's going to now go run for that decoy. And I'm going to go over here in my 60 FOV and shoot away. And you cannot miss a bullet when you do this. You have to be very accurate. One more. And if you shoot all 5 successfully, you can see that you get Deadshot Daiquiri, which makes this grind a lot easier when you're going for headshots. And I'm all the way at round 4 right now. I'm not even at round 5, and you have Deadshot Daiquiri. So hopefully that helps you out. Wanted to get you the best information. Enjoy the rest of the video. So I'm going to kill this final zombie. And now that we have $10,000, I can pack-a-punch my weapon. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go up. And I have plenty of money to pack-a-punch my gun. And now once our gun is Pack-a-Punch, this makes this whole process a little bit easier. We are going to run through and go back down to our training spot. So down over here by the bank, we're going to call that our training spot for this whole entire guide. So we're going to go over here. We are at round 9. And now we are just going to kind of run in circles until the zombies kind of catch up to us. I know we just kind of took a long run. We're going to go back over to the bank. And we are going to get into this corner and we are going to start lighting up the zombies. If I get in trouble, I'm going to click square. I'm going to enter that vault. I can hop out of this vault. And remember, you have about 5 seconds or so until the zombies start attacking you. You can obviously shoot them as they're running out if you want to as well. And then you can kind of run up the street. You can backpedal and you can start going for some more headshots along the way. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. What I like to do is I like to go to the left here. And I like to cut on the left side of here. And then you can use these cars to kind of cross them up. You cross up the zombies, you take a wide right, you cross in left here, and then you run straight to you like your kind of back corner, and now you just fire away. Now, a disclaimer for this as well, you're going to see me doing this a lot in the video, and a lot of people ask in my Twitch stream, that is why I'm bringing this up. When you have Deadshot Daiquiri, the thing that does is every time you go from unaimed to aiming in, you are going to center and lock onto their head. So a big tactic to do when you want to get critical kills, and it's kind of just like mindless and effortless, and it's just a lot easier, and that's the whole point of getting this perk, is aiming in and aiming out. So you're going to see me do this right now. So I'm going to aim in and aim out and just kind of spam. And as these zombies get closer to me, you can see that they're not even getting nearly as close as they were. All because the Deadshot Daiquiri is just racking up those kills. I'm in trouble. I'm going to enter the vault. Then I'm going to back out of the vault. And again, we have 5 seconds to kind of get out of this bank before they all kind of get near me. And if I pull it up, we already have 141 critical hit kills. Now, this is a lot easier with automatic weapons. If I turn around, you can kind of finish out this round pretty quickly. So I'm going to go for all these kills, and we are going to be on round 11. The reason why round 11 is so important is because this is the first round of Mangler spawns, and what you want to do on this round is leave the Mangler alive. So we're going to kill every zombie but the Mangler starting now. So we're going to do our normal chain here. I'm going to sprint around, kind of go this way. I'm taking a lot of damage. Now, what I should do here is I should go get Jug. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here, and first, before I get Jug, what I am going to do is just aim in and use the vault trick to kind of just get as many headshots as I possibly can. I'm going to enter the vault. I am in trouble. And now, the reason why I'm not using my field upgrade as much is because this field upgrade you don't get until level 47. So I'm not trying to rely on that as much just for the tutorial's sake. But again, I can go use my Shroud upgrade right here, which I'm going to do. I'm going to get that. I'm going to lay down under that. And now that I have Juggernaut, I'm going to pop this Shroud to kind of get back to my spot. And it's just a little bit easier to maneuver around the map. So make sure you're using your Shroud upgrade. It is really, really important. So now that I'm back at my vault corner, you can see that I can go into it again. So I'm going to try and farm as many headshots as I possibly can while I can. Enter the vault. I'm a little bit weak. That's a nuke. We're going to run around the nuke. I have Jug, so I feel a little bit more confident running around. And we are good to go. I'm going to turn here. And we are now going to wait until we find this Mangler. So there should be a Mangler at round 11 every single time. Where is he at? Now that we found the Mangler, the reason why you want to leave him last alive is because he's the easiest to finesse. So you can kind of just run away from him pretty easily. And now there's two things in this round. If you can't do that Deadshot Daiquiri like Easter egg, you kind of like crack under the pressure and it's too hard. The easiest time to do that Easter egg is actually by now doing it at round 11 with a Mangler left alive. So you can kind of come up here and now do this a lot easier. For example, if I were to aim in, I can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's no Mangler in sight. So you can do that Easter egg a little bit with less pressure if you want to do it over there. But the reason why I like to leave the Mangler alive, other than getting the Deadshot Daiquiri one a little bit easier, at round 11, the Mangler is alive. You see this skull up here. I'm going to scope in that skull or that head up there. If you cook a frag grenade and you blow it up, it is going to start raining zombies. So I'm going to throw a nade up there. It's going to blow up that. And now you're going to start seeing it rain zombies. You're going to hear that little noise. And you can just let this Mangler run around and try and kill you. He's not going to really do much. And it is going to drop a bunch of loot. A chopper gunner is really good for EXFILling, which I will show you at the end of this video. And yeah, that's just going to keep raining zombies. And a big reason why you need to do this at round 11 and not anything else is because when you do this at round 11, it is guaranteed that they will drop a blue upgrade wrench for you. So that is going to be important. If you do this at round 9 or below, it only drops a green wrench. But if you do it at round 10 and above, you actually get a blue wrench. And the blue wrench is really nice because it's really easy to save yourself some salvage. Because now I can equip this blue wrench. I can run over there. And now I can go click this machine and go over and now upgrade with the salvage that I saved to a purple rarity at level 11. So I'm at round 11. I have a purple rarity Pack-a-Punch 1, which my gun is now going to shred zombies for a very long time. I'm able to perk up or do whatever else I want, and I'm ready to go. And the reason why we do this at round 11 instead of round 10, obviously, again, because this mangler is pretty useless, you know, we're just avoiding. So I have a chopper gunner for EXFIL. I have Deadshot, Daiquiri, and Juggernaut. I have a purple rarity Pack-a-Punch gun. And now all we have to do is just slay out, keep saving salvage, and keep saving money. Keep pack-a-punching and perking up, and you are ready to go. Should not be too many more spiders left. Come here, vermin. There we go. We're now on round 13. And you kind of have a choice at this point at round 13. You can either go save your money up to 15,000 essence and buy yourself a, you can buy yourself a Pack-a-Punch, or you can kind of buy your perks first. It really doesn't matter. It's kind of whatever you're more confident with. I'm going to use my shroud here just to kind of speed this process up. And then now that I have 1100, I also like getting this second armor plate right here too. So now I have 2 armor plates, Pack-a-Punch, purple rarity, and everything we can really ask for when it comes to perks. And now I am ready to chain zombies and keep doing the method over and over again to keep saving up. And you can see right now, these zombies aren't really even hurting me too much with Jug. And then, of course, everything else. So now we back up into this corner. We wait. And as the zombies start flooding in, we start firing away. So aiming in and aiming out. You don't have to do that, by the way. You can just, you know, aim at the head and just shred these zombies. But you can see how much more effective my weapon is right now by doing what we're doing. I see a double points there. That's always worth the slide. We're going to turn over here. And there's not too many zombies left. I almost have enough zombie money to Pack-a-Punch my gun. So we are good to go with all this. Get all the salvage like I was saying before, because it is always going to be very, very important to upgrade your gun. And now we're just going to kind of rinse and repeat. You can get stamina up a little bit early if you want to. A lot of that's going to be preference. I don't really like getting stamina up until after my second Pack-a-Punch. But for now, we're just going to rinse and repeat the method, baby. Kill all the zombies! Kill them all! I'm in trouble. We enter the vault. We got 5 or 6 seconds to get out of here. And we are gone. And now I know I said this wasn't some crazy glitch. I don't really consider the vault a crazy god mode glitch like the one in the bowling alley. And the reason why is because, like, that's a part of the story mode right now. I don't know how they're really going to patch this. And you can still have a very good chance of dying if you mess it up. So it's not like as cheesy as that god mode glitch. And that's kind of the best method we have found. I'm almost done with this round. We do have money to Pack-a-Punch as well. So let's finish off this round here. And for an easy Pack-a-Punch, we're going to leave that last zombie alive. We're going to go up here and we're going to Pack-a-Punch our weapon. And then after that, we are basically done. All we got to do is rinse and repeat until we can kind of upgrade one last time the gold and Pack-a-Punch one last time. And it is pretty smooth sailing from there. So over here, second Pack-a-Punch. We now have a purple rarity second Pack-a-Punched weapon at round 14. And we are going to be able to do a lot of shredding of zombies very easily and very mindlessly, so you don't have to always tweak out about having the potential death and all that stuff. So now we are good to go, and I'm gonna pop my double points token just around now so I can kind of get that Pack-a-Punch as early as possible. So that's kind of where you want to do it too. You can do it a little bit early too for your Gobblegum. Again, it really doesn't matter too much. It's kind of just preference. You don't even need the Gobblegums, which is the best part about this strategy. But for now, here we go. And the best part about this vault trick as well is this abomination will also leave you alone when you enter the vault. So you don't even have to really panic about this abomination, and you can kind of take some damage here. So I'm going to shoot him. I don't really, you know, like him pinning me in that corner, obviously. Now we have some time. Sometimes he does get in your way. I'm going to slide by the zombies. We're going to run up this street, and we are going to turn around here and fire away. Now that we got those kills, we're going to slide to the left. And we're going to slide to the right. And again, come wide around here. And then we're going to do it all over again. The Abomination's also really easy to kill with Deadshot Daiquiri when he obviously, you can kind of just keep snapping on his head if you need to, so. And now for the Abominations, you kind of have two like ways you want to do it. If they don't really bother you, you can kind of keep them alive and eventually you'll kill them. Or you can leave a zombie or two alive and just really focus on the Abomination for every time he does this stupid shit where he keeps his like head or mouth open. You kind of just wait until he gives you an easy kill and then you can end the round. So what I'm going to do for this tutorial purpose is kind of just wait until I can get an easy shot on him. Now that I've gotten the kill, I'm going to kill the zombie. And I'm going to go back and loot around to make sure that I don't miss any salvage so I can get that gold rarity as fast as possible. All right, we're now at round 16 and nothing really is going to change. You kind of want to just keep the method the same way and just keep running around, and you really shouldn't have too much to worry about. The best part is if you have the Shroud field upgrade too, you can even find yourself in worse situations and even bail yourself out more, so you don't just need the vault, which makes it a lot better for those higher rounds. So I'm going to keep backing up here. I see an insta-kill, so I'm going to give that right there. I'm going to go run to the insta-kill, and I'm actually going to stay in the bank now because I'm super confident with the insta-kill that I want them to come back into this bank and give me easy headshots. So I'm going to line it up as they run straight forward, and every once in a while you look to the left, there'll be some zombies coming from the left too, and you can kind of do it that way as well. So it's very, very nice to kind of sit here and go back and forth. Easy kill on the Manglers. And that is the easiest round in Zombies history. Round 17 beginning, here we go. I'm in a tough spot. I'm going to enter the vault. And now what I can do too is kind of shoot them as they run away. Hit the speed cola reload. And I can also stay in here. This will have a little bit of a cooldown, so you have to make sure you don't get too ballsy. But at the same time, if I'm in a tough spot, I can stand here and then I can be like, oh shit, I can pop my field upgrade and just get out of here when I need to. So very, very effective strategy and a very easy way to stay alive for a very long time. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking on my stream when this guide is coming out, so I promised you guys that I would deliver, and here we are. Almost done with round 17. Get that bonus points, baby. All right, we got 2,600 essence, or 2,600 salvage, and almost 20,000 essence. Vermin rounds, woohoo! I think these vermin rounds are so underwhelming. I don't know if you guys do too, but they do suck. Round 18, here we go. Kill all the vermin. Here we go, baby. Vermin down, vermin down. Oh. There can't be too many more of these guys left. Like, come on. Just get me to the next round. We're speedrunning at this point. We're feeling confident now. And now you can see that we're at level 19, around 19, and we have 361 crit kills. I'm not gonna lie. This gun is not the best for critical kills. Normally that is a lot closer to, like, if it's 550, it would be like 500 critical kills. But the single shot weapons are definitely a little bit more tough. So I'm gonna kind of put a disclaimer on that these ones are a little bit tougher to do, but that's also why this method is so nice, because if I had to do this normally, it'd be a lot harder in the sense of just like killing some of these zombies. So we are shredding these zombies right now. We're gonna enter the vault because it's kind of been tough in that situation of I don't want to die. I am going to stay in here because I'm really confident that my gun is just really strong right now for the round that it's at. And we should be able to steal ourselves pack-a-punch money to buy ourselves an insta-kill. I'm in kind of not a good situation. I'm gonna pop my shroud just in case. Pop some plates while I'm at it. Let's start running back at me. And then again, easy kills. Now that I have $30,000, there's two things I can do. I can, again, either use this money to, you know, use my perks. I could have done that earlier. Or I can go pack-a-punch my weapon as early as possible. We're almost at the rarity to upgrade it to gold. You need 5,000 salvage once you have it at purple. So we're not at the salvage yet. That's why, again, looting salvage is very important. but I am at the point where I can get a Pack-a-Punch 3. So we're at Pack-a-Punch 3 right now. We are almost fully kitted and ready to just absolutely slay the rest of these zombies. Where is the final zombie? Hold up. Final zombie, I found you. Goodbye. Bring me on to round 20. We just got rapid fire unlocked. Let's go. We love that. My next round of zombies with this gun is going to be so much better. All right, now as you kind of get to these higher levels, a lot more zombies are going to start spawning. That's why getting your gun as leveled up as possible is going to be very, very important. Just fire away, baby. Fire away. Got a camo unlocked. Do a lot of damage before you have to really panic. You don't really have to panic in these situations. Even if this abomination is hitting you, just keep an eye on your bottom left of your health, and you can see that you have plenty of time to kind of enter this vault and be good. Now, if there are zombies on top of you like they just were, you can stay in the vault for a little bit longer so they actually run away. So when you run away, you don't get stuck in this corner. That's exactly why I stayed in there a little bit longer. And now we are good to go again to run out here and do the same chain that I've been telling you guys about and finish off the rest of these zombies, baby. Abomination down, just like that. Almost at the gold rarity point. We're almost at the gold rarity point. And once you use your 30,000 essence to get that third Pack-a-Punch, you can now start doing perks if you want to do it the way that I'm doing in the tutorial, or you can save up for 10,000 more essence to get that third plate in the graveyard, which will be kind of like the final step. Like the last, you know, the last Thanos stone right there for really being like completely kitted. But it really doesn't matter. Again, you don't really have to panic about dying if you do this method right. So that's why I'm not even really worried about that. So I'm getting kind of hurt with this vermin. That's kind of annoying. So here we go. And of course, guys, you guys see that I do have a decoy grenade, and the reason why I haven't used it really too much yet is for good reason. Decoys are way better at the higher rounds when your guns aren't as strong against these zombies, so I like to save my decoys unless I absolutely need to use them. We should have enough salvage now. We do. So I'm going to leave one zombie alive. I'm going to go up there and upgrade this rarity. And then after that, baby, we are ready to kind of get to the fun rounds, I would say. I consider these fun because there's just more zombies. It's a little bit more of a challenge. But up here, rarity upgraded. We are now at golden rarity for our gun. We are fully kitted with our weapon. And we have enough money to fully kit ourselves out for the 3 plates. If you don't know where the 3 plates are, it's up here in the graveyard right next to the Daiquiri Easter egg. So here it is. Boom. And we are fully kitted officially. The only other things we can really do is just buy more perks if we want to. You don't even really need to. Stamina up is definitely probably like the last and final thing I'd probably buy. But yeah, you can see how efficient this method is. And again, I'm doing this in a tutorial style, and I'm still doing it pretty quickly. We are now at 500 critical kills. We are around 22 with that being said. And again, most of the time when you use better weapons, if it's at 703, I'll usually be around like 650 or 600 at least. So I'm missing right now because it's a little bit harder with single shot weapons in my opinion. All right, so here we go. Round 22. It begins. Slay the zombies. Reload, speed cola. Hit a reload. I like to hit the speed cola reload while they're running away too. It's kind of nice to do. Insta kill, we definitely picked that up. All the zombies. We loot, we loot, we loot. All right, round 23, a perfect round for me to pick up stamina. Vermin round, our favorite. Not really, these rounds suck. Come here, zombies. Just speed run these rounds, dude. You got to speed run these rounds. These are the worst rounds. But they are free critical kills. They really are. If you actually focus, they are pretty free critical kills. I just missed that one, but you guys get the idea. Now that we're fully kitted for this tutorial's sake, we are going to speed all the way up to a little bit of the higher rounds when these get a little bit more challenging to show you kind of like what I'm doing in those rounds. And then we're going to wrap this up and give you guys a few more out-of-game tips and then let you guys be on your way. So see you guys in a few rounds. And now we're at round 25. We're kind of towards the end of it. I'm going to show you one thing really quickly before we go because, you know, it's just going to be important for the rest of this. If you want to kind of go farther and get up to round 31, my method is round 31 to 35 is the most you can push it before it kind of becomes useless. For the tutorial's sake, I'm going to exfil at 26 just to kind of wrap things up for you guys. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. But the thing is when you are doing the higher rounds, the way you kind of want to do it is you want to do that first chain and then you can enter the vault. And then you can kind of jump over here and then jump down this way. And the big thing that you want to do is resupplying decoys because you don't really need your salvage for anything else. You jump in here. You can buy a self revive if you need to. Buy 2 decoys. And then you can kind of run back into the bowling alley. Once you get out here again, you will have 2 decoys, 3 vault hits, and also your shroud field upgrades if you want to kind of get into those tighter situations and then kind of escape them. So you have plenty of different ways to do it in those higher rounds. It will be the same thing. I use my vault exit like I showed you guys. Then I run up here. And then you can kind of throw a decoy down this way as you're running. You turn around, you can get a bunch of kills. And then you can kind of stay here and get more kills like this. And then as they pressure you, what you would want to do is you pop your shroud. You can kind of get out there again. And then you can continuously keep doing that over and over again. It should be almost impossible to die once you kind of get it dialed in. And then once you get it dialed in, the last thing I'm going to show you is how to successfully exfil just to get a little bit more XP. You don't really need to exfil. It's not a big deal. And most camo grinders, I know you guys aren't exfilling, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you how to. So I'm going to shoot this zombie like that. And now the exfil point is going to be over here. So you run to the exfil point. If you have decoy grenades too, you can make this a little bit easier. Throw a decoy. You're going to call your exfil. And now you're going to run all the way to the bank. So I'm going to run over to the bank. Through the left. And a big reason why that Easter egg at the church is pretty important, that it drops all that loot. Most of the time it drops that chopper gunner, so you don't have to buy it. If you do need to buy a chopper gunner, you can buy it for 2,500 salvage at those crafting stations as well. So you can either buy the chopper gunner at the crafting station, the same exact place we bought that decoy from, or again, you can just get it from that Easter egg most of the time, or just random loot on the ground. And then once you do that, all you have to do is kill some zombies. At round 26, it is 43 zombies. At round 31, I think it's 56. You call in your chopper gunner, and you just fire away. So we're going to fire away, kill every single one of these zombies on the roof. They can't do anything about it. It's a very satisfying, oddly satisfying score streaking zombies. Eliminate all these guys out of here. Get them out. Last zombie's up there. Oh, we can't see him. He's hiding. Come up. Oh my god, he's like bugged down there. That's kind of crazy. Where is he?
30 seconds on the clock.
Can't really get him. Hello? Oh, there he is. It's a vermin. That's why. That makes a little bit more sense. All the zombies are dead. You wait here, and eventually you just enter the exfil vehicle, and that is the easiest way to successfully exfil at any round. You can do that at round 31 or round 36. It's going to be really, really simple. So that is the zombies guide wrapped up, and we have one more tip to show you, which is the attachments on the walls. So the last thing I'm going to show you is a lot of people didn't know this when I was showing them in the stream. So you go to your loadout really quick, and you go over here. Now, if you want your sniper to have the right attachments, I was having a problem where I was having a 3x scope on that sniper, and I couldn't figure out why, and it was making that Deadshot Daiquiri Easter egg a lot harder than it had to be. What I figured out is if you go to snipers, and you go to any of the snipers that you want, for example, I don't know, the LR. You're going to make this class, and you're going to see that it's suppressor, reinforced barrel. None of that really matters other than the suppressor. And then rapid fire for that is pretty important. And of course, for the optic, I don't have an optic on it just so I have that regular variable zoom scope on. But with this sniper, that's usually going to be your multiplayer loadout, and it wasn't saving to the wall attachment. So what you have to do when you are actually in this screen choosing the weapon of your loadout, if you click L2, which is my L2 right here, Sometimes it might be L1 for some of you, but it's L2 for me. You can see on the top right, it said zombie build removed. And then if I add it, zombie build set. So when you click L2 and you see that little zombie on the bottom right corner, that is going to be your zombie build. And that is going to be the attachments on the guns on the wall as well. So it can make your camo grinding life a lot easier if you do that correctly and you put the right attachments on. You will not get the camo, but you will get the attachments. And that is how I changed my scope on the sniper when I was buying it off the wall. So if you guys had different attachments, you're like, how the hell do you do that? That is how you do it. It's also a very underrated tip. And yeah, that's going to wrap up the critical kill guide for the normal weapons. We're probably going to do a separate guide for snipers and some of the harder challenges. And then obviously the closer we get to Nebula, the more I will update you on my methods and strategies and all that. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. I haven't really done too much zombies content, but I figured you guys would like it. And I feel like we're building something special over here on this channel. So thank you guys for all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.